This is Dan Schneider with Channel 53 News. Today I'm doing a special report on the Loch Ness Monster. Is it fact or fiction? Many people have reported sightings of the monster in Loch Ness, which is a lake in Scotland, but none have presented physical proof of his existence except for photographs and one movie. Today you will hear from Robbie Thompson, a 6-year-old boy who was vacationing with his parents for the summer in Scotland. Robbie, were you surprised to see the monster?
Yes.
Were you scared?
No.
How big do you think the monster was?
6 feet.
What did it look like?
It walked on flippers and it had yellow and glowing eyes.
Would you like to go back and visit there again sometime?
Are you kidding?
Thank you, Robbie. Next, I went to London to visit Professor John Winkelheimer, whose sighting occurred in 1965 and again in 1973. I was lucky to get a few minutes with him at the train station where he was on the first leg of his journey to deepest Africa for an expedition to verify sightings of another monster. Professor Winkelheimer, will you please give us a few words about your sightings, particularly your last one in 1973?
What would you like to know?
What part of the loch did you see him in?
He was in the eastern half.
How would you describe the weather conditions during your sighting?
It was kind of foggy and very, very dark night. Very dark.
What time of day did Nessie appear?
It wasn't day, it was night. It was like 12 midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning.
What kind of animal would you say the monster was?
I'd say the monster is definitely a fish. Definitely a fish.
I'm sure you've seen the movies taken of the Loch Ness Monster. How do you feel about them?
Well, I'll tell you this much. I'm sure glad I didn't spend $3.75 to go see it.
Thank you, Professor John Winkelheimer, for your time and comments. A month ago, we were lucky enough to meet Mrs. Ann Williams, a local housewife whose cottage overlooks the loch on the west bank. Ms. Williams, you've lived here for many years. Is this the first time you've seen the monster?
Yes, I've lived here for 22 years, and this is the first time I've ever seen the monster.
Was your husband there with you when you saw the monster?
No, he was at work.
In what part of the house were you when you saw the monster?
Well, actually, I wasn't in the house. I was out picking flowers by the loch.
What were the weather conditions and how far away were you from the loch?
Well, the weather conditions were foggy. It was about in the middle of the day, and our property's about 200 yards from the loch, and I was just on the edge of the hill.
Does it bother you that your husband doesn't believe you?
Well, actually, Dan, it doesn't bother me at all because he doesn't believe I can cook either.
Well, thank you, Mrs. Williams. After compiling all the information and analyzing it for many weeks, we decided to find out for ourselves if the stories are fact or fiction. We went to Scotland, to the famed loch, and set up our equipment, then waited quietly for the perfect time and weather conditions. Late one night as we were packing up, we heard a strange noise. Was it the monster? I guess we'll never know. This is Dan Schneider saying good night from Channel 53 and me.